All right, we're going to make a bit of a turn here and bring in Devo and Frank. We're going to go four wide. Excuse me, just Devo for the conversation. Devo, good to see you at Yorkdale in Toronto. Fantastic to see Devo as always.
Morning, guys.
Now, I remember, Devo, you remember the Friday when the Carey Price news, the day after the Carey Price news dropped, that he was entering the NHL player assistant program. He was gone for a month. He returned to the Montreal Canadiens over the weekend, one of the biggest names in Canadian sports. But we hadn't heard from Carey Price. All we knew, and the Montreal Canadiens confirmed this, is that he had returned to the hockey team. Yesterday on Instagram, we heard from Carey himself, and this was part of the statement. Over the last few years, I've let myself get to a very dark place, and I didn't have the tools to cope with that struggle. Things had reached a point that I realized I needed to prioritize my health for both myself and my family. Asking for help when you need it is what we encourage our kids to do, and it was what I needed to do. The statement is longer. Head to @Breakfast TV on Twitter and Instagram to take a look at the full statement, because I know we're going to post that up. Again, no word on when he is actually going to play again, Devo and Dina, but really big picture, Devo, I think we can all agree that's really not the issue right now. It's the fact that he's back and he's at least being vocal and trying to not only for his own benefit, but to help others.
Yeah, we gave him props when he first came out and talked about this and said, you know, it's important to seek help when you need it. As he said in that statement, you know, we're taught as kids to ask for help when we need it, and he did that. So we give him a lot of respect for that. Coming out now and saying what he did there, he didn't need to do this, but he wanted to, for his teammates, for his family, maybe less questions going forward when he does return to the team and return to hockey. I think there was something in there in that statement as well where he did mention about substance abuse. And, you know, we didn't speculate at the time what was going on. With those injuries and things that he had then, that's what we were worried about, that it was something along those lines that might have taken him into a darker place, as he mentioned. So it's nice to see him out of that. Hopefully that continues that way and he gets the support and just the help that he needs going forward from the people around him, not just his family, but his hockey family as well, and the fans, the media, everybody that's involved in that circle over there in Montreal and in the NHL can definitely step up and support, hopefully.
I'm with you, Dee. He didn't have to get into those details, because sometimes the more you give, the appetite gets better for a feeding frenzy, for more details. So the fact that he's putting that out there really to show people, I'm going through this too. He had his knee surgery late July. That's already so tough. All the pressures you have with these big contracts where physically you can't keep up, and then to have this mental a struggle happen and then talk about it, and addiction. My gosh, it's so much for him to process. And I think it's so big of him, like you said, Sid, to do that, to help inspire others. He's going through this too. So with the insurmountable pressures as being part of the NHL and the rush to get back in. So he's taking the time he needs, which hopefully leads to others to feel that they can do the same, to ask for help and take the time they need to heal, and only share when they feel strong enough to do so, if they feel strong enough to do so.
Absolutely. He did use the term substance use in the statement, which you can see online, which a lot of people, we were waiting for a little something, and he did let us in on that. Yeah. But big picture, if you're in Montreal, I think you do have to eventually give that media something. It is a monster there, as we all know. So I think that was needed in that way. But Devo, well said. Dina, well said. Thank you very much. We'll keep our eyes on the story and wish Carey and his family all the best.